24 Last Seed, Day 9. Mouth Irera Uvulus thanked me for bringing her the staff of the Silver Dawn. 25 Last Seed, Day 10. One of the locals suggested me to see the governor of Rockhold, Marco Pulis. I will do that. He should be somewhere around the fort. I have met the governor. He seems like a good person, and he suggested that I asked Morlone, the head of the mining company, for work. He also granted me citizenship to Rockhold, which should mean that citizens of Rockhold no longer will treat me as a stranger. 26 Last Seed, Day 11. I bought a cursed ring from Bajunius Nukius so he would have enough gold to leave Morrowind. I hope I have better luck with the ring, and with my adventures in Morrowind, than he did. Now that Bajunius Nukius has left Sidonin, I wonder what is to become of the house he was renting from Aril. 26 Last Seed, Day 11. I've met a wandering pilgrim named Nevreza Driller. Apparently, Nevreza has been searching for a holy place near here, the fields of Cumu. She tells me it is near a farm, and along the coast. I have agreed to escort Nevreza Driller to the fields of Cumu. It can be dangerous traveling in this area, and she doesn't look like she can take care of herself. She tells me the fields of Cumu are somewhere along the coast, near a farm. We've arrived at the fields of Cumu. It is a peaceful spot, and I can see how some could find solace here. Nevreza was grateful for my help in escorting her to this holy place. She has rewarded me with 150 septims. 24 Last Seed, Day 9. Mouth Irera Uvulus thanked me for bringing her the staff of the Silver Dawn. 25 Last Seed, Day 10. One of the locals suggested me to see the governor of Rockhold, Marco Pulis. I will do that. He should be somewhere around the fort. I have met the governor. He seems like a good person, and he suggested that I asked Morlone, the head of the mining company, for work. He also granted me citizenship to Rockhold, which should mean that citizens of Rockhold no longer will treat me as a stranger. 24 Last seed, day 9. Mouth Arera Uvulus thanked me for bringing her the staff of the Silver Dawn. 25 Last seed, day 10. One of the locals suggested me to see the governor of Rockhold, Marco Polis. I will do that. He should be somewhere. Temple, Pilgrimages of the Seven Graces. I have read the Pilgrim's Path and marked the location of each shrine on my map. Feldrello Sadri gave me a copy of the Pilgrim's Path. 7 Graces. Feldrello Sadri, you have been given a copy of the Pilgrim's Path. Simply follow the directions in that book to each shrine. When you have visited all these shrines, speak with me again. Feldrello Sadri, take this book. An unexpected defense, the thief waited in the darkest corner of the common room, watching. Few paid heed to him. Basic cooking. In this book, I have gathered some of the easiest and most widely. A Tale of Kiran, by Vegapithecus. Librarian's note: the recorded tales of Kiran the Bard fall into three. A Short History of Morrowind by Jeanette Sitt. From the introduction. Led by the legendary prophet Velith, the ancestors of the... I believe I may have found the correct formula for the spell I am developing. With it, The Wraith's Wedding Dowry by Volta Graham-Wart, translated by Apthorn. The poets are right. There is something life-changing about being in love, said Kepkajanagramin Fang, sometimes called the Wraith. I haven't wanted to rob anyone or anything. Proper torture techniques, author, The Duchess of Anguish, Love, The Mortal Weakness, 1. The Black Arrow, Part 2 by Gorjik Geem. On the Last Dinner in My Employ at the Surfeit of Thieves, by Anius Noru. This looks interesting. Kimarvamidayam, Ancient Tales of the Dwemer, Part 6, by The 36 Lessons of Vivek, Sermon 9. Then came The 36 Lessons of Vivek, Sermon 23. The Scripture of the Sword. First, the sword, treated as a delicate meal, is the symbolic collage. It serves you well in the first half of life. Name one dynasty that knows this not. Second, the unity of my approach is understood by the immobile warrior. True eyes are acquired. Rejoice as my own subjects and realms. I build for you a city of swords, by which I mean laws that cut the people who live there into better shapes. A Dance in Fire, Chapter 4. Source of Chaos. The Ruins of Kamelzee by Rollard Nordsen. The Pilgrim's Path. The pilgrim must visit each of the shrines of the Seven Graces. At each site the pilgrim
Kraft da Fila Thirlim. Rith Urikna.
Strength is a virtue, friend. Welcome.
Come with me.
Kraft da Fila Thirlim.
I made the pilgrimage to the fields of Kumyu and read the grace of humility. Thank you for your humility, Lord Vivek. I shall neither strut nor preen in vanity, but shall know and give thanks for my place in the greater world.
Okay, sorry people, I had some problem with the settings, being a while since I tried last time to stream, and I realized just now, and I was talking to myself in short. Hello everybody, but I did not realize that a microphone was not working with the streaming. So we are here back to the shrine and managed to pray. No, it was just a problem with the settings, because last time I used the, how is it called, the OBS program to make a video. I was not streaming, I was making a video, and it was a video without my voice. It was just something with no microphone, and so it was disabled since that time, and I forgot to verify this thing, but luckily someone realized that it was not working. I think the rest should work well enough, because I see good signal about the rest. I hope the streaming is working with a good speed, because it's a while since I tried streaming Morrowind. Okay, so we are here, we have our Yashka companion already trying to defend from one of those nasty, and it's coming, night is coming, so in theory we should start seeing some firefly in an hour or so, because this is one of the zones, I think, one of the places where you should be able to see the most fireflies, because it's a very pretty area with plenty of grass and water and a good climate. So in theory fireflies should be in an ideal place here. And there's also this coming from some interesting mod. Ooh. A gardening sound.
The doors of the spirit. The ancestors are among us.
Okay, so picture and audio both fines. That's not bad. And let's see. What mod is this? Oh, I think this is from Camus Monastery, probably, or Fields of Camus Expanded. One of the two, because I have merged them. I think they are one of the examples of mods that are practical to merge, because they are both old mods, so not easily updated from the authors, and they are probably having some landscape conflict, some landscape tier. So when you merge them, you can fix things and then solve, get a new spare slot and solve the conflict this way. And the field of Camus should... Ooh. And you can see that we have the first fireflies, because usually the fireflies and the cliff racers are fighting. Cliff racers are aggressive with anything and try to eat anything, so even the fireflies. And fireflies are really not so strong. They have I think some kind of minimal poison just to give them some kind of defense, but really they are not something dangerous. Also, they are not aggressive. The nasty thing are the bats. Oh, I'm not hunting the fireflies, I am hunting the cliff racers. But cliff racers are hunting fireflies and anything that basically anything that's not aggressive to the player. And well, you could also hunt for fireflies if you are interested in alchemy, because fireflies have I think they have an ingredient for the feather potion or the levitate potion, and so they could be interesting from that kind of usage. But they are so pretty that I usually don't try to kill the fireflies. So I will follow Yashka. She's trying to kill some. Oh, a bandit! Oh, and this is great because this mod is adding bandits, and bandits have blocked the road with this big emperor parasol. Had cut it down to block the road, and Yashka is trying to kill them all, but I don't know if she's actually able to do it, because I have tweaked the script so she's almost impossible to kill. Yeah, she can just collapse down, but she's very hard to kill. But problem is when she is collapsing, the bandits are going to try to kill Shiryu, so better to help her. Okay, she did it. She is very strong. Okay, we are done. But as you can see, this mod is called, I think, Dangerous Places of One of Us, something like this. Dangerous Roads of Morrowind. And I love this mod because it is adding all these very scenic encounters. So you have one time you find a burnout house with signs of a bandit attack with arrows and so on. One time you find a collapsed carriage with a couple of dead people that looks like guards investigating near Bamora, and it looks like something not really it's look like a killing scene instead of an incident, accident, I don't know how to say it in English. And then you have these bandits that are blocking the road, cutting down the parasol, and there are a lot of this kind of scenes about, bandits all around. And I think it's pretty nice mod because other mods add bandits, add encounters, but not with this kind of storytelling. And I love this mod for this reason. But anyway, I am stuck here now. Let's find a way to jump from here, or maybe use the... oh, okay. We did it. And Yashka is still there, but I think she's able to warp around and follow. Let's see. Ah, she's here. So Yashka by default is using one standard, more or less standard Grumpy script, not one of them more complicated ones, because she has no water walking, and I think she has no levitation. Oh, what's this? No levitation. Oh, it's a leaf falling down. But all in all, she has essential things like water breathing, and I think it's in team with her because she's an orc warrior, not a mage. So I see no fireflies. Not good. What time is it? Maybe the cliff racer had all the fireflies. A lot of fireflies are really hard with frame rate because they use a kind of animation, the glow, changing the glow. In practice, this kind of effect works loading a ton of different small images one after the other, and so they are very heavy, I think, for frame rate, because when you have a lot of them, you have not only the usual bad frame rate caused by a lot of lights, you have also the animation, so they are very pretty, but when you have more than 10 of them, you start seeing your frame rate going down. And that's the reason why I've added them in a dynamical way, almost, because you need a way to have them disappear when you're no more there, because else they remain in the cell and can bring down the frame rate a lot. But I'm seeing no fireflies at all for now. So I'll tell you what, I will try to add one just to see if they work, because I have one user that is having problem with the fireflies glowing, which was a problem caused by some updates and changes done by MWSC Lua about 1 month or 2 ago to fix some problem with how that kind of animation controller was working, and they fixed the controller, but broke this mod, because this mod was using a broken mesh that was broken to sort of work with the broken Morrowind engine. So they fixed the engine, but the mod was not working anymore with that mesh. So someone fixed the mesh to be compatible with the new version of MWSE UR, and so I updated the birds mod to use this new mesh, and it is working for me at least, and for most people, but still I have some report about problems with it. So I was hoping to see some firefly here. Oh, maybe I seen one, but if I don't see them, I will use the console to spawn some of them. Oh no, it's a similar effect. Yeah, these beautiful glowing particles on this very scenic. I don't know the name of this spatial plant. I think it's inspired on the Oblivion mod, not mod, the Oblivion DLC. That was the Sheogoral rain. It was full of this kind of very scenic plants. Was I don't remember the name of the DLC, but I think that Vault got the mesh from there, or was inspired by them. Oh, and here we are in this beautiful cottage here on the lake. And this is
Alright, I'm intrigued.
probably this is the one of the most pretty houses available in Morrowind. It's Korana's lake house, I think. Oh, Korana Lake Lake Cottage, Ascadian Roses Cottage, something like this. And I have merged it with a lot, but you must purchase the house, and I think it is not something that you can buy at level 2 probably, because it costs 10,000 settings, not
Please.
set teams, not really so much, but I don't think something we need to buy now. But it's really beautiful also inside, and one of my preferred houses here in this part of Wonderful. But anyway, no fireflies at all. So tell you what, I will try and spawn one, and let's see if we can do this, if I remember the name. Okay, so as you can see, glowing sort of works. It's not perfect because you can see so it doesn't it's true, it doesn't work as it should, at least here. Could be some problem with this shader. I tried the same thing in Sidanin with a minimal number of mods, and it was working better. So could be some kind of conflict with something else. But at least I know that there's some kind of problems, because if you don't manage to see the problem with your configuration, you cannot even try to solve it. I have, in theory, used these the same fix for this and included it in my mod already, but it seems it doesn't work 100%, because if I spawn it, I think it's something related to transparency, because it could be that with different fog or light condition, problem is not so visible.
All right, I'm intrigued. Go ahead.
Let's try with more of them. I will try and see if that fix is has changed compared with the one I'm using, but it seems like something related to the alpha settings, maybe also shaders or graphic settings of the but I don't even know what was the problem that they fixed in the MWSC code, because it was working for even if in theory it was broken. So sometimes you fix one thing and then all things stop working,
Useless creatures.
or you make them working again, but it is not the same anymore. Okay, we are here, it's night, but I will try and see if I'm able to find some setting to fix that effect a little more, but it's hard because not really something I'm really
An
expert.
adventurer, I presume.
Also, let's see if we can make them fly a little more. Okay, we made the pilgrimage, and our next thing to do could be a lot of things to do here. Well, we killed some bandits, and that's good. But for now, probably we can look for Pelagiad probably, or Balmora. Yeah. Or we could go back to the Xenarian manor. Yeah. And spend the night here. And this is another great house mod. I'm not able to use this to practice my weapons, but for some reason it works with magic usually. There's some kind of problem with the collision. Not really. Doesn't work. Okay, so let's take a sleep here. So do we have something set as living here? Yes. Okay, we have it. So in theory, if I... oh, here it is. And one mod that I like to do is something doing... Let's try it, see if I'm able to do it. I like a mod where I go over on a bed and then it plays the knockdown animation to emulate player sleeping. Problem is with this kind of beds you don't have enough space to go over the bed and then play the animation falling down correctly. So it would be a mod that works only with certain kind of beds or with bed rolls, but not with these big beds. And so maybe it's not really something worth doing, but with the beds, with the simple beds, it is nice to see. Anyway, for now, why doesn't it work? Oh, enemies nearby? Yeah. Oh, maybe it's this is considered enemy. So let's see. Not a good idea to have Yeah, it was that. Okay, so let's see. This one. I think I have the usual problems. No more space. I am a pack rat. I need probably to go and get some real pack rat like the ones you can buy in Moonhold, or some gore, or some pack animal, or I can just keep going around with some companion to help. Oh, but I love this perfect view. And this is the interior of the Xenarian Manor. Probably the one thing you need to change in this old mod is if you are using a tree replacer, probably this tree will not be the same, because it is a standard tree by default, and it is replaced by whatever replacer you're using, so maybe it doesn't fit correctly, but you just replace and make a unique tree with the standard mesh and you solve the problem. The rest of the mod is I think it's compatible enough. It is a little cheaty because there are a lot of skill books by default. So what I did is just replace a lot of them with...
This appears to be the records of incoming and outgoing shipments, complete with dates and business...
with different books that are not skill books with the same mesh, but...
Ancestors in the Dunmer.
standard books. Most of them.
Here is the equipment I told you about.
But we already discovered the mysteries of the manor here. There is a secret room. well, we found this sword. I think in the original mod the sword is a little more super powerful, and I replaced it, but you get the idea. But I love this mod because it's very nice inside, because you have this big tree at the center of the house, and the super nice outside, because you have all these super scenic ways. Go around and you can see the beautiful surroundings of Sidanin. And if you have the preview version of Time Rebuild, you can see all the mainland around. Really great.
Arthek, Worthen, run!
And this is another little super pretty house in Sidanin. This is very small. In practice there is this one room with some kind of kitchen, and you have second floor with the bed and some study here, but a lot of clutter and books and things. It is the style of the modder, making super cluttered interiors. And there's a secret in this house called Morrowind. There is a secret room going down to a brim ruin.
Security system is active. Enter at own risk.
The spell chain, I see the question. The spell casting chants are mostly from, I think, the voices are from Pillars of Eternity, and I made a mod to add the voices, those voices when you cast some spells. It's a personal mod because it's only Breton female voice it is not complete like some existing mod. I think it was called PC Voice Complete, a similar mod available, which is using, I think, voices from Baldur's Gate series, things like this. But I was going to do something for myself for this character that I usually play, which has a similar voice, and the voice that it is a standard Microsoft voice. So I used this race also because I have the proper voice when I want to read the journal and the books and so on. And so I did also this mod, adding the spells with a similar voice. Also, I don't think I could publish the mod because it is using a recent game voices, so I'm not sure we can actually use them in an official public mod. Maybe we could do, because it depends how but I don't think we can enter here because this is risky. But anyway, you get the idea. You have this secret ruin with a story told by the book you find in the house, and there's a secret dreamer room with treasure here, but also with enemies. So don't try it at level 1 with no companions, because they are pretty strong enemies. But the house is very nice to discover and also to use like a standard house, because it has a couple of pretty rooms, and you have this cellar with some wine, and you are in a very scenic place near Sydney.
Your turn to talk, ours to listen.
He is fine, mouth. I think he's one standard NPC. And this is probably one of the wood trees that I like most. So I use it as a standard replacer for one of the trees. Okay, while we are here,
Tales of the Bitter Coast. A dark elf named Niv has told me of a shipwreck a bit south of Sidanim. He mentioned it was Imperial and might contain some Imperial armor. Thieves in Halden Shore. Cardius Fellet gave me a key.
Okay,
He
so
found
in
the
here
woods
we
southeast
should
of Halden Shore.
manage.
Perhaps it could be of some use. Landrose told me
We should manage to get 5,000 septims to be able to buy a house for the thieves in Haldenshaw. And probably not easy to do because we don't have really... We have this sword, which is pretty valuable, but we have also some mods that is making bartering much harder, so I doubt we can get all that money with the sword, but we can try. Let's see. Oh, we have some dreamer things. But we must find a proper vendor to be able to sell them. And we have also some dreamer coins. Okay, so how to get 5,000 gold pieces at level 2.
How does the day greet you?
I
friend?
know that that Wimmer ruin under that house has potentially a lot of precious things and also money to be found in that Dreamer vault, but there's strong enemies. I don't think even with companions I would be able to kill those enemies at this level without having some companion killed, and I don't really want to do this. And let's see. Let's see the companions. Okay, so Spot I think would be killed. It would be the first one to be killed because Spot is a nice wolf, but it doesn't have very high health. Then we have Yashka, which is about 3,000 health points. We have this mage lady. Oh, Lutien Morvain could survive these enemies, maybe. Maybe we could give it a try. This is a MCA companion lady, so she's very resilient. Let's try it.
May I help you? Yes?
Oh, she has already a lot of things we could try and sell. But we must find a vendor with a lot of money.
Evan Hart. Balmora.
And I don't remember if I have already... probably not. Oh, yes, we already visited this. But as you can see, this is a very different from the standard cave, because there are a lot of details added by the Caverns of a Howl mod. I think that's the one. Yeah. And also there's another mod adding another bandit section here.
Meleth. Went to see Danin for supplies. Should be back soon. Looks like we're the only ones to make it this far. Doors still locked. So much the better. At least we got here before Shiaru Ralston showed up and cleaned everything out. Eh? Haha.
Haha. But we are here now. So let's see what happens. First, let's see if we are able to open. Oh, complex lock. We are not really good with this. Do we have some scroll? Do we have some magic? No. We could try breaking the door, but probably I would need some better bound weapon for this. Oh wait, we have no magic also? No, we cannot do that. Not good. We will come back here for these bandits, but we need a way to open those doors. And that's a beautiful Can we use it? Yeah. Beautiful waterfall. I don't know what I'm drinking. We still have. Oh, finally we have our friend Luteum helping. I think Spot is more reactive. Oh, let's call Spot. Just to be with full company. Hello, boy.
Let's go, boy.
I don't know, we could try and visit. Pelagiad?
Pelagiad.
No.
Pelagiad.
Oh, we also need to probably go on with this quest. Let's see. Should be the main quest, I think. Yeah.
Grandma's Gob informant. The spymaster told me to get Sharn Grandma's Gob at the Balmorum Mages Guild to tell me about the Naribaran, and then report back to him. I'll have to do a little errand for her
so
first.
So we must enter this tomb, but I think we need the key.
I found the Andrano ancestral tomb, but unfortunately the entrance is locked. I'll have to find a way to circumvent the latch if I'm to complete Sharn Grandma's Gob's errand. A note attached to the door mentions that there had been some recent troubles with the tomb and its key had been entrusted to a Pelagiad local named Drulassa. Dear fellow kinsmen and kinswomen, I pen this note down as a warning for those of you with hectic lives whom are unable to maintain as close a communion with our revered ancestors. Upon my most recent visit here I had scarcely needed to open the door before sharing the sense of intruders below. The terrible fury I felt in my forefathers made it clear that there would be only one path to take. I have locked and barred the door.
So basically this is a beautiful half-lost mod, because a mod was called the Andrano Ancestral Tomb, I think. let's see. Andrano Tomb, and the second part was called Andrano Retribution. It was a mod by Raiden7 and I think maybe other people helping for some Morrowind modding madness or things like this, but the second part was not really finished, so after a while the mod has been removed from the Nexus, I think, and so probably it is really hard to find it. But what I did is merge the two parts and try to finish the second one, so I have the mod in my loading list because it's pretty nice, and also it is integrated in the standard quest.
While Nels Lendu is a bandit and a rogue, he was not an unpleasant sort. I'll have to remember to look him up when I next visit Pelagiad.
And this is some journal entry for Nels Lendu, which should be nearby. But all in all, I think the story is we must find the key for the tomb, and the key should be available somewhere in Pelagiad. I think we must talk with the owner of the tavern in Pelagiad.
It's fine with me. Go ahead.
Luthien, are you following? Maybe not.
Yes, let's go.
Let's see. Oh, now she's.
Halfway Tavern. Oh, tomb key.
Yes, I have the key. What interested is that to you? Sorry friend, but you don't look like an runner to me. Okay, so...
Speechcraft failure. I really need that key.
And we have not enough speechcraft to get the key, just talking with us, so we must
I've learned that Drulasa, the proprietor of the halfway tavern in Pelagiad, is holding a key to the Andrino ancestral tomb. My attempts at persuading her to hand it over were unsuccessful. I suppose, if I can't find alternative means for bypassing the lock, that I could request assistance from some of the shadier patrons here in the tavern.
Okay, so shadier people here. Not the nice with the alphabet here, probably.
Please, we met while traveling. He asked for a kiss. It seemed harmless enough.
If I worked out,
What is this
I'd
about,
look that
Breton?
way too.
Okay, so dear lady, can you move a little? Thank you. So we can talk. Bit. We can't really. She's not moving enough. Let's try again.
What was that?
Okay. I'm Iceslander, but I don't want to show my name here. Okay. A very long story. Oh, and I have another really interesting thing to show you. You know, one of the best things about the UI interface mod originally done, this part originally done by Hamcham, and then it has been tweaked by Narcascade. The part where in theory when you have already seen topic is grid and the standard topics are still the standard blue and special topics are standard topics are yellow and special topics that you have not yet had from these special NPCs are blue usually, no? So you can go figure what it is interesting to click, and instead of having to try everything again, you can skip some of them. And this is pretty nice because it is one of the sort of problems with Morrowind dialogue, because you have hundreds of topics and sometimes it is just annoying to have to read the same things a lot of times. But there's a little problem with this because we have some heavy text mods like the less generic NPCs that start telling you a very long story, and they must use several steps to do this because the space available for dialogue is very limited. You can use at most 250 characters, I think, and then you have to break and use another dialogue entry. So dialogue is usually Long dialogue is usually read this, click continue, and so on until you see the end of the story. Problem is, this kind of dialogue made by multiple steps is not something that by default this special coloring is able to understand. And so what happens is you do everything, and usually then when you finally read everything and you get all the story or you say,
I think I've heard enough.
I had enough. The problem is that this thing usually keep on being yellow or blue. So next time you will click it again. So what I try to do is, at least in this special case where there is a continue command, to detect this kind of dialogue. So in theory, after the first time you read it, it should be gray, and it almost works. And so I think this is a good feature to add to this thing, because it happens a lot with dialogue mods to have this kind of structure with this continue link and so on. So now we have read the wall of text and our background topic is grade. So next time, in theory, we talk with these NPCs, we already know that this part is better be skipped. Obviously this is some temporary solution, because when you reload the game, all this information is sort of lost. So this is a compromise to not make saves too bloated, because in theory we could save for each NPC this state of dialogue, but it would make probably the saves a little bloated. So Hamchan did not choose to try to save this thing, and probably it is for the better, because I think too that it would make the saves a little too bloated, but it's a good compromise. So I'm trying this kind of tweak, and I think all in all it is working, at least for the majority of this kind of dialogue, because where there is a continue, it is able to detect it. And I don't know, I have put the change in GitHub. I hope I have done it correctly, but we will see if it will be included in the next version of the mod. But I think the idea is to do this, something like that is good, because it is very common. Anyway, we must talk with him about this key, but probably he's not the right one. There is another. Yeah.
Nellos Onmer, a rogue I met at the halfway tavern in Pelagiad, has offered to lift the key to the Andrano ancestral tomb from Drulas's pockets.
Okay, he wants some money for the tomb key, to steal the tomb key. Okay, from the lady.
Very well, I suppose I have no other choice.
And we need to come back in a day with the gold. So we have time.
I've accepted Nellos Onmer's offer to help acquire the key to the Andrano ancestral tomb. He has asked me to gather 60 coins as payment and to return after giving him a day's time to perform his work. I'm in.
And this is another quest from another mod, where we must go to the fort and talk with...
I met quite a character at the halfway tavern. I think he is up to no good, but I've decided to help him. I'm to speak with Morbash Groshagdub in the jail at Fort Pelagiad about some kind of package. When I have it, I'm to take the package to Nellos Onmer for a reward.
Yeah, this is another quest from another mod. Oh, we can try to do that because we need to come back
Outlander, how do you do?
next day. And the lady here is Anassi, friend.
I heard rumors in Pelagiad that there has been some thieves breaking into the guard tower.
Oh, and we can just increase the volume a little.
Walk with virtue, Outlander. Let's do some business, shall we? I better lay off the musty.
And the moat house is the fort we visited from the outside when looking for the muck near the fields of Camus Shrine.
Count only the happy hours.
And this is a problem you have when you have multiple mods placing NPCs. They usually try to use the angle of the room, and they always put people in the same place. But nothing important. Oh, maybe Julius here is giving us a quest. Oh, this is another interesting mod. We can build an inn nearby.
Sounds interesting. What do I have to do?
But we need a lot of money, and we could say yes, but we
No
don't
way.
have.
That's way too much.
We don't have the money. We will come back in the future maybe, but first a lot of things to do. We need to probably, it is better to help the thieves in Aldenshire, and then need a lot of time to get that kind of money. Let's go and see if we can find this orc, the fort. Morbush Grow Shark. So looking for don't think he's the one. He doesn't want to talk. Out of curiosity. No, not the right one. I don't think she could be the right one because we have a grow prefix, so it must be a male orc. But let's talk with the lady just to be sure. She's not telling us her name. So let's look for a male orc. Also read.
By decree of Commander Engerel of the Pelagiad garrison, there is now a bounty calling for the death of Dravel O'Avel, leader of the Panit smuggling operation, north of Pelagiad, for the sum of no fewer than 500 septims, to be paid in full upon completion of the contract, and thereafter appearing before the commander of Pelagiad fort, and informing him of the aforementioned death.
So when I see this kind of typos,
there is a bounty of 500 gold out on Dravel O'Avel, who is currently holed up in Panit north of Pelagiad.
I'm not sure if it is something made on purpose by the modder, trying to... these notes on the wall are from let me check it. Broadsheets and notice boards mod, which is a wonderful mod adding this kind of mini quests in a lot of cities, not in all the cities. It is unfinished, but it is still a great mod because it adds plenty of these boards and several little quests you can do in Sidanin, Pelagiad, in Balmora, many places. And I really suggest it. I think it is still available on Nexus. And sometimes there are these messages with these typos, and I'm never sure if it is something the modder did on purpose to show that these commanders of the Legion are not really writing correctly, or if it is something that should be fixed. So sometimes I don't fix them because not sure about it. But the meaning is very clear. Let's see if we can practice. Everybody, go and kill the target.
You will die!
And this is a nice way to check if the guard mod is working as it should, because everybody is going to help against the enemy that in this case is the poor target creature. Oh boy, pay attention, you are in a dangerous place. Okay.
Come on, fight!
Okay, let's see, we have an orc, but I think he's a scenic one from another mod, so Garakuma is not really a real orc with that kind of name. So no, maybe in the prison we can try look for
I have spoken with the Imperial Captain. He wants me to investigate bandit activity in the ruins of the Moat House, north of Pelagiad.
maybe the second floor. No. Maybe we need to go to the prison, but not this way.
Prisoners currently held in Pelagiad.
Oh,
Morbash Groshag Dub. Orc male.
he's a prisoner.
Great. Now I have to go searching through some rocks to find this package for Nellos. The orc said to look around in the east, between Fort Pelagiad and Dren Plantation. Why would Morbash hide it out there? I guess there's just no understanding orcs. I hope this doesn't take too long.
I have a feeling it will be not easy to find this package. Because we have no clear hint where to look for. Let's see, could we be able to get the key? Okay, that's one key. Problem is there's also a guard. And this would have okay. He likes shoes very much, but for now not the right key. Okay, so no idea, maybe the key is for this cell. No? Oh. Maybe it is for the chest. So Not sure about it. Maybe we should steal?
Prisoners currently held in Pelagiad. Morbash Groshagdub, Orc male.
We should steal the key from a god, but too difficult. Stealing things from NPCs, it's pretty hard.
Yes. 35 gold pieces.
Speak freely, friend.
Okay, let's try and see if we are able to find this package outside, but
Speak up!
let's see. To the east between Fort Pelagiad and Ram Plantation. Probably not easy. A big area. Let's see. Not sure we can see the Ram Plantation from here.
Mebessianins, trader, merchant extraordinaire. I have recently had a silver bowl stolen. If found, please return to my farmhouse, north of Vivek. Pier Net Bul. Hlalu Declaration on the territorial status of the Ode Plateau. By proclamation of the House of Hlalu, town of the St. Dylan Inquirer *** In my free time I sometimes go pearl diving in Lake Amaya, north of Pelagiad. During my last trip out there, however, I was attacked by slaughterfish and dropped my basket. I barely made it back to town alive. At the moment, I can't swim with these injuries, so if you find my pearls I'll gladly give you half of my normal profits. I had 6 pearls at last count. The St. Dylan Inquirer **** Lala Counselor Dram Barrow missing. Junal Lay in Pelagiad lost some pearls in Lake Amaya during a slaughterfish attack, the last time he went diving there. He is willing to pay half of his normal profits, if they are found and returned. He is looking for 6 pearls. I suppose any 6 would do if I am unable to locate his.
We should also investigate about some thieves in this tower.
Guild of Adventurers. What things are you hoping to have discovered?
And
I have
this
been
is
told that somewhere in the Gracelands, not far from the Daedric shrine of Kush-Tashpi and to the southwest of the Ahem Musa camp, are a set of finger-like rocks. If I can confirm this, the Adventurers Guild will pay me.
This is a wonderful mod because it is integrated with the game. You have these little missions, find some special things like this rock formation that you already know if you are familiar with the game, but if you are not, it is pretty nice because when you find it, you get also this little quest and this little reward, and there are a lot of these similar little places to find, and this is the first kind of missions that you can get in these guilds. Also there are
Varamber at the Pelagiad Adventurers Guild has asked if I'd like to go and see about a tomb, south of Ebonheart, which is apparently overrun with out-of-control undead creatures. The place is called Harb Samsi Ancestral Tomb, and I should meet with Samsu Yakmarai at the site, who's been sent from the temple.
and you have also these kind of more complex quests all around. It is one of the mods by JMK that I think it is better integrated with the standard game. Oh, we are very hungry. Need some food. Hello, lady. Do we have food? Not much. Okay. So this takes a lot of small things. You can eat something also like this. And let's see if we are able to find this mysterious package.
So I said, where's the money in that?
Hello?
Think it'll rain?
A vampire hunter? A gore? Okay, so between the fort and Ram Plantation. Well, I think not impossible, but problem is if some mod or a tree replacer is using the same place to hide the thing.
Reluctant.
Yeah, I think there's a quest about another orc hiding. But this one is really... This is another mod adding this house, probably. Yes, this is from the Seekers mod. And this is a standard, probably. Standard house. Corky. This is a standard quest where you have to get this pretty big war. So where could some orc hide a package? Near some rock? Problem is we have plenty of rocks. And also maybe with some rock replacer. We could have problems finding. But this should be the plantation. And this is the road. Maybe we can follow the road. And look mostly near the rocks. I think this mod should use some better hint, because it's pretty hard. Nearly impossible without some better hint. Ooh! Ta-da!
I have found the package, which turned out to be a bag with someone's journal inside it. Maybe I should read it before taking it back to Nellos. You see entries which describe how Drulassa was cast out from her Ashlander tribe after committing a severe breach in etiquette. In later entries it is revealed that she left her home, traveled for a time, then met with a group of Telvanni who took her into their house. Further entries speak of how the Telvanni assisted her in gaining possession of the halfway Taven. She notes in the journal that she is terrified of anyone finding out about her history or her secret affiliation with the Telvanni.
So in theory we could talk directly to Dralaza and tell her we know the story and get the key this way, or we could just pay for the key. Oh, let's see what happens. But when you manage to find some hidden things like this, it is pretty nice. It needs a little patience, but all in all it was not really so difficult. Ooh, and we fall to the ground because we are too much tired. Oh, and this is another interesting mod. Pretty interesting mod. A very unique armor mod with some really unique kind of armors, and some of them are a little sexy, but all in all I think there are plenty of interesting ones. It's a little old school, but still a good mod. Oh, you can find a lot of things here. It is called Bob Armories.
What say you, Breton?
But we have no money to spend in fancy armors, so for now. Oh, and over there we can see the very scenic falling moonlight. And then we have an Imperial Cemetery, Imperial Graveyard near Playa. And this pretty scenic. Oh, we must stop running around. We are tired. And pretty scenic balloon that you can use to get a really scenic trip around Playad. I think I showed you this mod
The day is yours.
part once already in a previous streaming, but all in all I think we could also do it again because it's nice to see. It's not ready. Ah, it's not yet finished. Maybe there's some kind of quest you can do before. I think it's part of the Adventurers Guild mod. Let's see. So you have to help him fixing the balloon as a quest, probably. Let's see. Yeah, it is the same mod, adding the quests. So sooner or later you go to talking with the guild and you get this quest to help fixing the balloon, and then you can get the scenic trip. Pretty nice. But now we can go back, looking for a way to get that key. Oh, I want to show you. So this thing, because at the time it was something really unique.
I'm listening.
Hello. I don't know if I
So
can
we
help
have
you,
this
but
pretty nice
I'll
lady,
try.
which is standard NPCs, but with a total new look. Oh, we
Join
can
the
join.
Imperial cult.
Okay.
I have joined the Imperial cult. An Imperial cult member gave me a copy of For My Gods and Emperor, a handbook for
And we
members
can
of the Imperial
teleport
cult.
to the different chapels. That's pretty nice.
No thanks.
And the mod is Illies, oh my goddess. So the mod is not only pretty ladies and pretty tunics and dresses and armors, it is also adding some useful services like this transport between the cult shrines, and one very scenic thing that I'm not sure I can just use now. Let's see, or if I have to increase my level in the guild before. But the story is you can ask for some embraces, some hugs, and then you have this pretty nice and at the time new scene where you can get a hug and embrace the lady, and then you have this sort of scene when you see the camera going around and pretty nice music. So it was something new. But you must enable the topic first, so you have to probably advance a little with the story. I don't remember exactly, but you must talk also with another nice lady at Hibonat Chapel and so on. But pretty nice mod. A pity, because I think that the model, which is Illuminiel, did stop modding Morrowind, or even modding at all, because she was very angry about some decision by the Nexus at the time about, I don't remember, it was some kind of problem with permissions.
Speak freely, friend.
But she sort of quit after this kind of problems. So this is probably one of the her last mods. Anyway, we can talk with
Let's do some business, shall we?
the lady directly, or we can talk with where is he? Up here. I'm just a gigolo. Yeah. Who are you? Naz Lambert. No, I don't want to get a very long story again. But as you can see, our very long story topic is still grey. But I'm looking for the other one. And he's here no more.
Yes?
So, we can look for.
All right,
We can look for him, but it could be at the fort, it could be in another shop, because we have a
Let's do some
scheduling board which is moving NPCs around. And so, for now, I think we can try talking with the lady directly. And about can we? No, we cannot. And so we must find our friend. Must find Nelos. Maybe. Ah, Nels and Nelos. Okay. And let's see. No, too easy. So it's 3 p.m. Where could Nelos be? Visiting some pretty lady?
What is this about?
Those boots are rude.
Could be down here drinking something. Okay, so I think I will cheat a little here because I just want to see if he's here. So I will unlock this because there's another quest where this place is with another NPCs, which is not him. So I will lock again this thing. We use a standard lock. So Nelos is not there. He could be outside.
Today is your lucky day, so let's hear it.
Okay.
I have met a Nord named Jared Red Axe who wants help looking for his axe. He got drunk last night and does not remember anything apart always being carrying the axe with him. He will not move on without retrieving his axe.
Okay, you win the first first place in Morrowind Experts. If you Morrowind mod expert, if you can tell me
I'm so hungry.
the name of the mod
Sarah.
from which this quest is coming, because the style is really something you should recognize immediately. I will tell you in a few seconds, but we can check here.
That gal looks familiar.
Hello. Sebastian, a fellow Breton.
I'd be honored.
Okay, so we can help the lady with the barbarian.
Ladia Flyrugrius is attracted to Kunthar, but he does not seem to have a clue. She asked me to speak with him and subtly steer his thoughts toward her.
And here is Kunthar. Okay, so we could be very direct, but I don't think this is the good strategy. This is better.
I think she's finally ready to marry, not that you would have a chance with a woman like her.
What?
I have spoken to Kunthar. I think that he has taken the bait. I should return to Ladia to let her know her plan has worked.
What's your story?
Oh, maybe we can sell something here. And to get the idea, this thing is worth 5,500, and he's offering this. Should we take it? He doesn't have enough money, so no. Okay, let's go for now. Okay, so sometimes NPCs go in and out from the castle, especially
Now, where did I put
the
that?
lady here. She's working here. But no idea about Mr. Nelos. I don't remember where could Nelos be. I don't think he could be some other place in the fort, but he could be somewhere outside. Maybe some other house. All closed. And this one. This is from the magical mission mod, so not the place where we can look for Ness. Where could Ness be? Somewhere outside there.
I'm starved.
And every door is closed. Okay, no idea where he could be, so let's do something else. Oh. Strange house. Oh, from the 5 those guild moved, but don't think we are member. No. Oh, poor spot. One arrow. Okay, so better to call some friend. This time we call Apolline. Are you following? Not really.
You'll be dead soon.
Okay. Oh!
Your skills fail
You can't escape me.
Too risky. Okay, let's see. We can use this one and probably
Pray the Fila Thirlin. Roak 10. Roak 10.
When we meet again, you will die.
My big bone walker is not able to go through that narrow bridge. Too dark.
Word a build and song. Row up 10.
And when you use Soul Trap, it's great also because you sort of track the enemy. Even if it is not walking as a spell, it is just making easier to follow them. She is hard to... Need some help.
Row up 10. Send.
This one. These bandits are not so easy to kill solo without a friend. Wait a minute. No. Must load the previous save. We can try this one.
Proactive.
Get away! I do not wish to fight.
Move. Exceed. Honor. Move. Exceed. Honor. Move. Exceed. Honor. Move. Exceed. Honor.
Maybe this cave is a little too hard.
Word a field and song.
Drago Abel has been killed. I should report
Oh,
to Angerl at
he
Fort
was the
Pelagiad
bad
for my
boss.
reward.
Yashka could use this nasty axe.
Rith Urithna.
There is much to discuss, much to learn.
The dust o ones shall Siri then return to dust. Ire and destruction to all OES. Sight o sound and the sound o sight. The Axeman. Of all the members of the Morag Tong I've spoken. In OE in the name of righteousness. Red Mountain is for ER awakened through emanations.
Rith-urithna.
Your actions show promise. What do you want?
Oh, she has already a steel battle axe. But this one is new. Some secret place.
Sacritu.
Oops. What's that? This is some kind of bug, I think. A fireplace over some water. Some conflict, maybe. Yeah, probably. Yeah, I think mod is changing this cell and Morrowind crafting, adding a fireplace here. Okay.
May the wind be...
Ooh, our friend here. Let's see if she is able to help.
Finally, something interesting.
I'm listening.
Ordo Legionese.
And we killed the bandit, so we should have some option somewhere.
What brings you here, Breton?
I could kill that ghoul. Those boots are ruined.
What say you, Breton?
You may speak.
What is this regarding, Breton?
A coffin.
We got 5 gold pieces.
You've got the better of me, so go ahead.
Let's do some business.
What
shall
is
we?
this about?
I think she's the lady from the guild.
The road services officer in Pelagiad gave me a small reward for ridding the roads of the brigand, Nels Lendu. The local Imperial Road Services scout in Pelagiad informed me of suspicious people around the old caves of Adanumuran and Olamusa. Both are just barely off the road going north from Pelagiad to Balmora. From that,
Yes, Outlander.
Oh, they are both here. Finally.
I have delivered Nelos's prize intact. He was so excited about it he nearly soiled himself. I can see why he was so eager to find the journal, though. It's a good thing for him, and for Drulasa, that I have the necessary tact to keep such a thing as this to myself.
Okay, so we got an amulet. Got this one. I don't see amulets.
Wealth beyond measure, Outlander.
Oh, sorry, I just seen a question. Beta comment. Basically, you have to have a special line on your Morrowind.ini config where you write the name of the file. Let me show you. See, I can show this. This, okay. So you look inside the Morrowind.ini file. You open with any editor. Look for a line. Beta comment something, beta something, if present, and if not present, you must write it. But basically it is beta space comment space file equal to, and you choose a name for your text file. For instance, mine is called like this. And it is under the general section. When you have this line, you can use the beta command from the console, and it will write to this file, which is your, for instance, I show you mine. As you can see, it's a very big file because it is basically 7 years of bad comments. So you got the idea. It's pretty nice because you click the thing you're taking a note about having the console open, and then automatically the identifier of that thing is going on the console header, and when you type BC and your note like this, floating for instance, automatically you write the file, the reference identifier, cell, and the coordinates of the reference. So it is pretty nice when you have to debug and fix things, because you have everything here, everything you need to locate the object you want to fix. And also it is useful because you have basically an history of any fix you make to your loading list. So pretty nice, and you just have to add this line to the Morrowind.ini. But the name of the text file can be anything. Yeah. The important thing, you choose the right line and write better comment file is equal to your name.
She's not hard to look at.
But anyway, we got a key for the tomb, probably, hopefully. And we must use it before being sure it is the right one, but also I'm not sure. Okay, so we got the key probably. Let's see. Yeah, new things here. No.
Let's do some business.
So basically,
Seen any elves?
in theory, we should be able to open that tomb door.
I greet you as a friend.
Come with me.
And the tomb should be nearby, I think. Yeah. So we have a problem here because we don't know if we have the right key. It could be that something in the mod did not work and I don't know, I must check if the proper key is something that could be given after you give the package. I think so, but we don't have it because we are not able to open the door.
Dear fellow kinsmen and kinswomen,
Read the
I
message.
pen this note down as a warning for those of you with hectic lives.
The door has no script, so it is just a standard door needing some key, and probably we don't have the right one yet. Okay, so I think I will stop here because I need to check if there is a bar in the mod or if I did something wrong with the quest and I need still to do another step. But for now, thanks for watching and see you next time. And oh, one last question and one last answer. No, I don't have Ashfall yet because there are some things that I think are not yet working so well with necessities of Morrowind, and I want to keep that mode because it has a lot of things that I like, small quests and imperial settlements and new kinds of foods and so on. I think I will wait for Ashfall to be more compatible, but also because all in all I don't really feel like I need the cooking or the sleeping part. I'm more interested in the cold and the hat part, because probably that's a part that is missing from Necessities of Morrowind. It's done by other mods, but all in all, probably the implementation of Ashfall is better from that point of view. But all in all, I think with the mods that I have currently, I have more or less everything covered, because I have also cold effects. That depends on the coordinates and height of the player. So what I miss is probably the lava effect. That's one thing that, but it's not true, because when you go directly on the lava you get the effect. Actually is more powerful, able to show the effect when you are not over the lava, when you are near the lava, but all in all it is not adding new things from that point of view. It is adding new a very scenic way to make your fireplace, to cook your things. But all in all, I am fine with necessities of Morrowind from that point of view. So I don't know. I would like to have the two of the, both of them at least for the different foods that necessities of Morrowind is adding. But probably it is a matter of time because it is already in the works. Some compatibility, so. But if you are not using necessities of Morrowind, probably actually is the best mod you can use because it is the more recent one. We will see how well it integrates with the next version of Morrowind crafting, because that's another big mod that is being worked. So it will be another thing to take into account, because I think it will be really something interesting. Hopefully it will be done next year, but I don't know, because it's a very complex mod and the authors are working on it, but they are not really fast, so it will take some time probably, but we will see. For now I keep my beloved necessities of Morrowind and play with that. But anyway, thanks for watching, and again, see you next time.